interesting.
Absolutely, isn't it? Up to MotorGP for him, of course. Now then, the man who sits on pole will be Johan Zarco. For the Shell Malaysia Motorcycle Grand Prix, MotoGP's go. That's a slack start from Zarco. A poor third place, I think. He might get it on the flip-flop for second place. Oh, Marquez, round the outside from the third.
He hesitated into turn one, but he's obviously regretting that, so he's making up for it now.
Yeah, just beats up little Danny. That's no need. Has got it done. Perhaps the wrong tyre in the front of that bike in Australia last time. Left it to Maverick Vinales, his team. Slightly harder compound front, and that did for him, really. Here comes Marquez up the inside of Dobby.
From a long way back. That was a... Rossi learns from his mistakes, like you say. He's definitely got the right tyres in this weekend on race day.
20 laps and 68.8 miles. We're coming to the end of the first lap. There's Yannone. What's he got up his sleeve? Proxy. By proxy, out went Yannone, and those two came together in practice, and that it was just that Yannone reacted so quickly and fell down on that off camber. So easy to do there. He started from pit lane. The Suzuki gets wheeled off down pit lane.
What did I say on the grid? Sometimes when you're really nervous, you get if he just touched it, and that's why we call a sympathy crash. When someone has a moment in front of you, you react. The problem is he puts less stress through the tyres, Keith. When everybody's tyres are hanging with 5 laps to go, they diminish.
Look, the 26 right on the rear end of Dovizioso. If Danny's got the pace to stay with the leading...
That's what he does.
Mess the start up.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And he's not aggressive on the first lap.
Talking of aggression, there's aggression that's breaking motorbikes, and Jack Miller wasn't able to get back up the inside of Marquez, so Marquez has made up on the race. What is it? It's the circuit record 2 minutes dead, .606 by Jorge Lorenzo.
Believe that or not. And I think at that point, when Marc Marquez comes past you at this point in the race, why wouldn't...
Sits this one out, he's got a smile on his face, but he's not underneath it. Oh, he wanted to be here, that's for sure. Japan is one of Alvaro Bautista.
And this is one of the disappointments, or one of the issues Yamaha have had. They say you can't...
He's put himself in a good place, isn't he? Getting himself from third row up to third place.
Slick. You know when you get out on the track, I know you was out on the track, it's smooth, isn't it? It's like a billiard table.
Looks like he's very lucky. That is a cool head, isn't it, Dobby? Yannone's reactions were just a little...
He's a second a lap too slow at the moment. He's currently 5.6 seconds behind the lead, Dobby and Vinales, and he currently sits in 9th place.
Vinales starting off the middle of the true race pace, and we've got a big change. I mean, it's the hottest it's been. This track has never been this hot this week so far. 3 in a row here before in the Premier class.
I can't criticise Vinales. Where he is, what can he hope for? A 5th? Disappointing, really, Keith.
Balance of that motorcycle. We were talking about that when Cal Crutchlow was riding it.
Yeah. Very, very sensitive. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's horrid.
Yeah, it does seem that way. And horrid only has to be a fraction of a second off the pace, and that's his best thing on Sunday every time. And Valentino Rossi at the moment, if he had any disappointment, he'd got no more to go, because it used to be 18, but we joined in with Thailand.
Zarco's wide.
Marquez, bang, to put the fastest lap in has Zarco, and that might be why he was pushing really hard. We're at the end of the lap. This is turn 15. Nothing to do with me. I can't remember.
There's one thing, both riders know where you can pass on this circuit.
Danny, well, we know he's good. We know he's good round here. It's just a question of motivation, really, isn't it? He's just slipped himself.
Yeah, absolutely, literally, actually.
Yeah, his bike was on fire.
On Thursday, I don't know if you saw that on any social media. His
damage apparently looked terrible.
I'm going to say, which is hard to believe, because it was a proper barbecue.
Well, I think the thing when they say don't do too much damage. So,
Rins, this is a lunge.
Wow. It's a corner you can do that on. Now then, Valentino Rossi needs is a Frenchman to mess around with Marc. And time. 14 laps to go. Look at Marc, stands it up on the hill as it is, that camber that you've got there. Stand on the Honda.
And Rossi is metronomic. 2 minutes, 1-0s.
Literally, Pirro is down.
15, last corner.
Yep, so easy to do there. They've got a bit of a bike on fire, so he fell off in FP3 at that very same spot. He's done it again in the race. So that factory, Desmos Adichie. Big Michele Pirro is down.
15, last corner.
Yep, so easy to do there. Pirro fell off the bike when he came to play in FP3 at that very same spot. He's done it again in the race.
Come look at Rins. He can pass at will wherever he wants to, Keith.
That Suzuki just seems to turn, doesn't it?
It's Valentino Rossi. The problem is he's 6 seconds behind.
Rossi. 25-year-old up behind you right now. And the water drained away to the outside. Used to be a swimming pool there whenever it rained, and they couldn't drain it, so this place drains pretty...
Valentino Rossi's joint second in the championship with 1 round to go. Not bad, for a 39-year-old
last win. So Phillip Island came as a great...
Something to lose. He needs another win. He'll do whatever it takes. Marquez, the championship's sewn up. He's going to
threaten his French head, trying to work out where it had all gone.
Yeah.
But it's back now.
Yeah.
Miller forcing up the inside of the Suzuki one and left the rest to scrap for the bits left over. Zarco round the outside. While we look at the rear end of Miller, quite literally.
Is he going to be able to out? Vignoles crashed FP4 when he came around the corner on slicks on a perfectly dry track. Came around the 55 miles an hour. Oh, is this gap getting bigger?
Well, it was 6/10 last. He's been because that off
again. 2 minutes 1.0. Just a lower one. Brilliant.
Tyres late on. Can't see him getting onto turns with these guys. Rins is fifth. The Vizioso in 7 Malaysian Grand Prix. First time we've ever had a local man in a Premier class here. Simeon's gone ahead of him now. With no disrespect to Simeon, Simeon had the best qualifying.
Loaded in Petrucci. Look at that. So we knew he was 23rd on the grid, but I mean, we need to see.
Plays only on 1 point. Shirene's in 11th place.
Rossi's pulling it. We've had a bit of everything. We've had some cracking races. We've had some incredible saves. We've had some memorable moments.